It's also a feeling like you don't have control because we all like our autonomy and we like to be able to make choices. But I'm a lot like Joyce. I want to be outside.
Exactly. It's that I'm over it feeling.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, you're here. This is great. I'm Doris, and these are the Better You coaches, and we're so glad that you could join us today. Coaches, let's give a proper welcome to the community.
Hi there.
Hello, everybody.
Glad you're here.
Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about cabin fever because it's about that time, right? So, when people say that they have cabin fever, what does that actually look like day to day, say emotionally, mentally, or relationally?
From my experience, it means that I'm inside a lot more, and I kind of want to be inside for the first little bit um, of the cold snap. And then I'm like, today I was already talking about, I can't wait to get out to our cottage. I'm kind of over the cold. I'm over the snow. I'm ready to be sitting on my deck at the cabin.
Cabin fever, I start to get restless and I do get cranky. I notice that I'm getting cranky.
Mm.
And I think, sometimes that it's that lack of vitamin D, that I'm not getting enough sun. Maybe it's been raining too much. Or, I want to get out and go walking, but the roads are really icy this week. And I'm not really keen on slip sliding all my way wherever I'm going. So, and the treadmill, which used to be so fun, isn't so fun right now. I don't want to do the treadmill anymore. I don't want to do the exercise bike anymore. I don't want to do any of that anymore. I want to do something else. So it's also a feeling um like you don't have control because we all like our autonomy and we like to be able to make choices. But I'm a lot like Joyce. I want to be outside. And I wanna be, in my garden. I wanna be in the forest, and I wanna be, on the water and all those things because I'm also a summer person more than a winter person. You know, I the winter is so beautiful, but, you know, only for so long, and then I want it to change. Then I want something else. Yeah. So we're right at that cusp of that. And also the days are starting to get longer. And when the days get longer, we get that, ooh, the days are getting longer. What can I do? And then what can I do? It's still winter.
I love this time of the year just because next month is spring, right? So exciting. But, cabin fever, but for me, same, I get grumpy, depressed. I have that sad thing going on, the seasonal affective disorder without the vitamin D and the sun, and wanting it to be spring and summer, feeling restless, feeling bored. Yeah, all of the things, feeling cooped up, right? And snapping and snapping at people. Not a fun thing. And of course there's ways to deal with it, but yeah, it's definitely not my favorite thing.
Exactly. It's that I'm over it feeling.
Yeah.
Right? It's that, everything and talking to people and not being outside and um just it's it feels like no matter what you do, you're just going to be miserable. And I think I never really thought about it the way that Shelley put it with the lack of control, but I really think that she nailed that one because that is what it is. I just never put it together before. So that's very good observation. What can you do to cope with cabin fever that feels helpful in this moment, but maybe might make it worse?
Oh my gosh. Eating and drinking too much would be my winter cope all through the winter, right? Yeah. Feels good at the time, but then it's like, hmm, where did that where did that extra 10 pounds come
Oh,
from?
yes. Popcorn.
TV.
And, doing the thing on the phone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Scrolling.
hating myself and then going, I have to put it down, put it down. And then, aimlessly looking through the TV and going, there is nothing on. Why am I doing this? Like that there's all those little pieces and then I say to myself, go for a walk. And I'm like, I don't feel like it.
Yeah. Or there's, like, all kinds of reasons or excuses not to do it, right? "Oh, it's cold. Oh, the roads are slippery. Oh, it's whatever." The and they could be very valid reasons. I mean, where I live, it's nice today, but some days it's -20 or colder Celsius, right? And so you can't be outside for long periods of time without freezing your tuchus, right? Like, so I mean, there are contingencies you can take, there are things you can do, but it's so much work, right?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
look for the easy way.
Sleeping all
Have you ever
day.
noticed in the winter, so when you go, like in the summer, you throw on the flip-flops, grab your purse, run out the door. In the winter, it's the socks, the boots, tying up the boots. Maybe if it's -20, you also pull on what extra, those
Yes.
pants that people wear for cross-country skiing. So you gotta put those on, and then you gotta put the jacket on, then you gotta put the scarf on, then you gotta put the hat on, then you go put the gloves on, and so you've got all that, and then you're trying to find a place to put your phone, and then you got your Kleenex and then,
Don't wanna go out the house.
chapstick, and by the time you get
Okay.
out the door, it's like, oh.
But then you get all of that on, and you have to go pee.
That's
And
what
you
the
have to
flap in
warm
the
up the
back.
car in
The
there,
little
don't we do
flap.
anyways.
Oh, boy. It's too funny.
Yeah, absolutely. It does. It does feel like a lot, and, and it is easy to reach for the easy thing, which is not a bad thing in itself, but when that becomes the only thing and you're not giving yourself the things that you actually do need, that's when it starts to become a problem, right? So if someone listening is thinking, yeah, that's me, what's one thing that they can do this week to release some of that pressure to help themselves through without changing their entire life?
Getting into a bit of a routine every day and getting some exercise, no matter if it's inside or outside, right? Breathing, doing some breath work, and just really taking time to calm that anxiety and calm your nervous system. And maybe even just, do something that you love, something for fun.
Yeah. I'm also I hear all of that, but I also think there's because you've been doing this scrolling and you've been doing this stuff, change the routine. Change it up.
Mhm.
What can you do differently? Can you go for a walk, take a different street, take a different path, take a different road, stop somewhere for coffee, call a friend and say, hey, do you want to walk with me today? Maybe call a friend you haven't seen for a while. Like all those little pieces to kind of get back into the variety that we're able to access so easily in the summer. So some sort of little deviation, a small change, uh, even what you have for breakfast. Today, I had something different for breakfast, and maybe that's, whatever that might be, just something simple to help you, you know, get out of the monotony,
Shake it up.
shake it up. And there was one that says, one that I was thinking about and looking at, I was like, I never do that, but it's actually a really good idea. Interrupt the loop that's in here that's telling you you can't. Stand
Mhm.
up, do some kind of easy jumping jacks, 60 seconds of shaking your arms or stomping your feet or just some sort of motion to get yourself out of that space where your nervous system is in a rut and your mind is in a rut.
And what I'm doing daily, you're saying about putting the coat on and the scarf, and it's like, yes. but I'm going to get my coffee. So it's like, all right, I have that end goal in mind while I'm getting all this gear on, and that's my motivating factor.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
even going out for, like, lunch, one of our, um, best friends couple at the lake called us, and it's like, or she texted me the night before, she's like, "I need to see my friends because 'cause we're
Aw.
neighbors at the lake, but we're not, here, and they live about, half an hour from us." It was that change, and it was, like, freezing cold outside and, the snow was blowing horizontally, but still getting out there and just taking that time, it's like, "Oh, I needed a hug from you," like, that kinda thing. I feel better
Yeah.
now, and, so even doing something like that really, really helps us out.
Yeah, connection is so important.
Yeah.
Something that I started doing is taking a few minutes to work somewhere different. Initially, it was just in my house. Instead of working in one room, I go work in a different room because I work from home. I'm able to do that. If you work elsewhere, maybe it's not at work, maybe it's in your personal life. Maybe if you like to read books, you read in a different room than you normally do, or in a different chair that you normally do, or maybe go down to the library and work from there, or do some reading there. It's just a completely different place, right? Uh, I find that the years that we are able to go on vacation at this time of year, we feel so much better when we get back, even if it's just like a weekend away or something like that. But when I can't do that, they have a viewing area for the parents while the kids are doing their swimming lessons. Sometimes I go sit in there, but I'll sit and read for a little while in that area. I get the moist air, I get the heat, I get the bright lights, I get all of the triggers that a vacation might give me in a shorter span. And so that's kind of a nice little way to be able to do that too.
I haven't lived in the city for a while, but when I used to live in the city and it was really cold, I can remember walking to this one building where they have this beautiful indoor garden. It was absolutely spectacular. And so I would, intentionally seek out, it was a couple of blocks, so I had to do a little bit of walking in the cold, didn't like it much, but then I would get there and just wander through the plants, you know? And now when I go, say, to some of the stores that are out there in my little rural area, I'm really always drawn to the plants because of that same thing. You get like there's something about the green and the air. It's a little different. So maybe I go to Top Crop and wander around in the plant section just to get that feeling. Even at the grocery store where there's a section where they have the flowers, can just go in there and smell the flowers and look at the different arrangements and yeah, shake it up a bit. Do something different, get your senses going, helps you remember that you're alive.
Yeah, I'm writing all this down. It
Absolutely. There's a lot of fabulous ideas there. Thank you so much, coaches. Guess what? It's game time.
Yay!
So we try to end every episode with a little bit of fun. This one is called This or That. So we're going to play along and you can join us in the comments. I'm going to give two options and you'll respond for balloons for option one or spaceships for option two. In the chat, if you're playing along, leave us an emoji and let us know which one is yours. Are we ready?
We are.
Okay, so question number one. You prefer to rewatch a favorite show or start a new one? Ooh, everybody wants to start a new show. Cool. Do you prefer a beach vacation or a historic sightseeing? Shelley's on the beach. Oh,
Yeah,
Joyce is
can't do the
on
beach anymore.
in bed. Do you prefer socks or no socks? Everybody's a no socks girl. Okay. Now, as far as eating is concerned, do you like to have the same meals every day or do you prefer variety?
Variety is the spice of life. Come on.
Absolutely. If season has been making everything feel heavier or more frustrating than usual, there's nothing wrong with you. Your system might just be looking for a little bit of support and a little bit of variety. I'm really grateful that you chose to spend this time with us. And if you're ready for support that helps you thrive as your version of a better you, the easiest place to start is our quiz. So it'll help you match with the kind of support that fits you best. Thank you so much, coaches, for bringing your voices and experience to this. And to all you beautiful souls, always remember you matter. So please take care. Oh, hey, thanks for watching. Since you watched this video, we thought you might really like this video. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe right there for more great videos. Plus, tap that notification bell so that you don't miss any videos at all. Comment your thoughts below and see you next time.